All right, what's going down, y'all? I hope everybody feeling good, man. This Sunday noon. Um, I'm kind of picking up where I left off from yesterday. Salute to the whole entire lines, then. Y'all know what it is. Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. And salute to all my subs. They continue to rock with me. Uh, Now, I really don't actually talking about uh, this situation stemming from yesterday, in which the United States. What's up, Stephen Green? Yeah, well, we know he was the MVP. We know he was the MVP, but um, the conversation that needs to be had is how selfish and how much of the narcissism that lies in LeBron James. Like, if you really look at these Olympics, right, and I'm talking about every single category that we talk about, right? Um, Even when they listen, a lot of people had the nerve enough to sit here and talk about Simone Biles, right? And I'm just talking about let's just take women's gymnastics for a prime example. A lot of people were even talking about how cocky and how much of an ego a woman like Simone Biles was. But if if you really paid attention, Simone Biles actually didn't mind sharing, sharing the stage with her other mates. You know what I'm saying, such as Childs. And unfortunately, she was stripped of the bronze medal. But the thing about it is that Simone Biles wasn't really seeking. She wasn't making it all about her. You know what I'm saying? She was actually very forthcoming and very vocal about her teammates having her back. She didn't make it all about her. Now, did she get on social media and started talking trash? Yeah, she talked trash, but that was because people had something to say about her hair. But in this situation right here you have a guy uh, that when you from the start of the Olympics got to carry the flag or something like that. He had enough control to sit up there and say, okay, nah, I want this person to do this, or you know what, nah, don't give it to Steph Curry. I mean, don't give it to me. Give it to Steph Curry. He was the one that came through big in the end. Did Steph Curry did he struggle a little bit? Yeah, I know that's the argument that people are gonna come with. People are gonna say that, oh yeah, well he struggled, throughout the games that he was playing and stuff like that. But there were some games where LeBron was did not play so well. There were some games where he did have turnovers. There were some games where LeBron was fatigued. There were some games in which he did not do a good job defensively. You know what I'm saying? But people want to make it all about shooting and all about Steph Curry struggling, things of that nature. And I'm not going for it. I'm not going for it at all. I'm here picking up some groceries, y'all. Yeah, and look, man, Simone. See, Simone could have done this the same thing that LeBron did. You know what I'm saying? Hold on 1 minute, y'all. And you see, that's the thing, man. That's the thing that I'm talking about, Stephen Green. Listen, man. Um, Jordan could have brought his ego there. Oh, Jordan could have brought his ego there. Um, Magic could have brought his ego there. Larry could have brought his ego there. But they didn't do that. They didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? LeBron pretty much has brought his ego there, and I gave LeBron his props because there were some people that probably disagreed with me, saying that he wasn't playing that well. LeBron was balling the first few games and stuff like that, but we're not going to sit up here and act like Steph Curry didn't do absolutely nothing. I think this Olympics, although we won the gold and everything, this Olympics, you saw a lot of you. I'm disappointed in Steve Kerr. I'm actually pissed at Steve Kerr. I'm pissed at the fact, of his coaching. I'm pissed at the fact that Jason Tatum didn't get, his playing time. It's a lot of things that I'm pissed at this Olympics. Yeah, we won the gold, but a lot of people, to be honest with you, they felt like we really didn't even deserve the gold. To be real with you, there's a lot of people that feel that way. Even when it comes to even when it comes to Mike when it came to Michael Phelps, you see Michael Phelps right now. He's doing his best to fight for the betterment of the Olympics. You understand what I'm saying? He's putting his neck on the line, um, and doing other stuff for the betterment of the Olympics. He's using his name, to put his neck on the line or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Michael Phelps. I know some people feel a way about it. I never had a problem with Michael Phelps. I felt like Michael Phelps was actually selfless. He was actually selfless instead of selfish. But this right here, he wants to. When we talk about LeBron and he wants the attention, even in the Olympics. Man, the Olympics is supposed to. Everybody's supposed to get their shine in the Olympics. It's not just supposed to be surrounded in around revolving around one person. They didn't do that with the '92 Barcelona Olympics. They didn't do it with Dream Team 2. They didn't do it with Dream Team 3. They didn't do it with Beijing. They didn't do it with Tokyo. They didn't do it with London. See, other countries share the glory with the team. Yeah, exactly. They sharing it with everybody. Like as much as I got on Kevin Durant, and I was telling him, hey, he ought to, just not play. and just wait for the season, I felt like he should have got more credit than just primarily LeBron. Did they all have egos? Yeah, everybody on those teams, and I always, like I said, man, and I'll say this again, and I'll keep saying it. The '92 Dream Team was the measuring stick. I mean, you can also, I felt like the next best team that could probably match up good with the '92 Dream Team is, I would say, the '08 Beijing. Nothing against London, nothing against none of the other squads, but I think that the '08 team would have been the next best team. Um, as they call them, the redeem team or whatever. But all of those guys had all of those guys had egos. All of those guys had egos, but I'll use Kobe as a prime example, right? Kobe at that time pretty much was running things because what ended up happening the very next year, Kobe ended up leading the Lakers to the championship in '09. Then in '10, we all know who won the championship in '08. It was the Boston Celtics. But Kobe put even though he was the best player in the league and everything, even when LeBron was sitting up there, a lot of complaining about the Mamba and what he was doing and stuff like that. Kobe Kobe did the smarter thing. He said, "Oh, okay, all right. You wanna go ahead and you wanna talk shit. You're not man enough to come in my face and tell me what I'm doing. No problem. I'm gonna fall back. I'm gonna focus on the intangibles. I'm gonna focus on defense. I'm gonna focus on rebound. I'm gonna focus on being a lockdown defender because I'm gonna show you that I can play another type of game and be just as good and have more, if not more impact than what you have. And then when you actually need me to be the scorer and need me to be clutch and need me to lead the team to glory, then no problem. I'll be able to do it because Kobe even knew how difficult it was playing with somebody like LeBron back then too. You know what I'm saying? And guess what happened? And when they played against Spain, it wasn't everybody. I mean, Melo showed up a little bit, but Melo had his little struggles, and everybody else was having their struggles. Guess who came in the end? It was Kobe Bryant. You needed him to be a scorer. Guess what? He showed up. Needed him to be a rebound. Guess what? He showed up. Needed him to be a lockdown defender. Guess what? He showed up. Needed him to be a playmaker. Guess what? He showed up. Do you think next Olympics? I don't know. I mean, listen, man, we got a lot of firepower, man. But with the coaching that we got, we're destined to lose. If we got see, listen, man, I know Steve Kerr don't want a championship and all that other stuff, but let's just call it what it is, man. Everybody been saying how horrible of a job Steve Kerr did. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could have had another coach up in there, and we probably would. Listen, I'm not trying to predict, but I just think that if we would have had another coach in there, I think we would have did a better job. There was no way that we should have been down to Serbia by 17. That's just my opinion. But like I said, I'm going to double down on this. Even Kobe had issues playing with LeBron, but you know what? He was able to put his pride aside and do everything that was necessary. Now we got to spin the block years later talking about Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was on him. He was struggling doing this. I didn't get on Steph Curry as much as some people did. They were talking about how horrible Curry was and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, but Curry is still a champion. And I will say, I'll say it again, like I said last night. If you're going to talk about LeBron in this generation, as far as talent, if you're going to talk about the GOAT stuff, if you're going to talk about top 10 and all this other stuff, you got to line it up with Steph Curry right there, and you saw it on display. Yeah, he got the hardware and stuff like that, but he also got a lot of flaws too as well, or whatever. Steph Curry doesn't lead in terms of turnovers all time. You don't see that on Steph Curry's resume. You definitely don't see him switching from team to team. You know what I'm saying? Not that, LeBron is the first one to do that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? He was able to stay with his franchise. Kobe was able to stay with his franchise without bailing on him, even though that he wanted to. Right? Four-time champion. Same amount of rings. Okay? All right? Same amount of rings. And on top of that, shout out to Town Biz, because I got to say this too. Shout out to Town Biz, because he brought up something that I've been saying. You can say what you want. There was a time when they was calling Steph Curry the best player in the league, man. They were calling him the best player in the league. I think people forgot when he was shooting the ball and shimmying and all that other stuff. They were calling him the best ball handler. They were calling him the best shooter. They were calling him that. He defeated LeBron multiple occasions. Okay, the only knock on him was the Finals MVP, and he eventually got one. But he got something that LeBron don't. He got a unanimous MVP. He ain't got that on his resume, and he's an all-time leader in something. Can you say that about many other players besides LeBron? He's an all-time leader in scorer. Like I said, Steph Curry's an all-time leader in three-pointers. What conversation are we having here? What are we having here? You got to line it up. And listen, that's the conversation that we do have. I know some people are going to be like, oh, we're straight. Oh, man, what do you mean? And now you want to bring this up. Hey, Brown Sugar, I see you in here, beautiful. Hope you're doing okay. Now you want to bring this up. You want to bring this up now. Yes, I want to bring it up because it was always going to be bound to talk about. You know, they disrespect Steph Curry. Oh, all he does is shoot three-pointers. No, he doesn't. Like I said, man, on this channel, I'm not gonna hate on Steph Curry. Oh, he's not the greatest defender and all this other stuff. Nah, but he hustles hard on defense, and he's gonna get his steals. One year he did lead the league in steals, if I'm not mistaken. I think he led the league in steals one year. Shit, 6'2". You know what I'm saying? Only other person that was leading the steals all the time was I think in multiple years was Chris Paul, and he was leading the league in steals and assists. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is your ego is so goddamn big that you want to steal everybody's shine. You want to, I gotta have the medals. Oh, I gotta have the ring. Oh, I gotta have my son play with me. Oh, I gotta have this and I gotta have that. Man, Steph Curry is so. See, y'all don't nobody talk about this. He took a back seat to Kevin Durant. Took a back seat to KD. He took a back seat to KD, his squad. He said, you know what? Nah. Go ahead. You want your ring? That's all right. If you need me, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to talk about that. Oh, he could have got the Finals MVP if he wanted to. He could have been like a LeBron rap, be like, nah, this is mine, all that. He said, nah, Go ahead. Go ahead and get your 2 Finals MVP. You know what I'm saying? And then once you leave, guess what? I'll win it again. He won it in 22. With or without you. Look, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but it is what it is. He won with you, and he won without you. So you got to give him that. LeBron, was sitting up there now. Oh, man, I can't win here. You know what? I'm gonna go here. Oh man, I can't win here. I'm gonna go here. If Steph Curry stayed his ass put, he stayed put. Yeah, we can bring up cheating the game, all that other stuff, but they had to come to him. They had to come to him. They came over there. It ain't Steph Curry going over there. I know y'all don't like to hear that, but it's the truth. No, I know a lot of LeBron haters LeBron guys gonna come over here. They gonna be like, yeah. Look, I got respect for both players, but whatever. But we got to call it what it is. His ego is through the roof, man. His ego through the roof. He didn't put his pride to a side. Everybody was talking about how they didn't want to play with Kobe and all this other stuff. Man, that's not what they were saying at the Beijing Olympics. They needed Kobe. And in this case, they needed Steph Curry. Straight to the point. I get at y'all.